welcome to the Villa Ruiz. We are here in an old villa built in the beginning of 19th century, and we are close to the city of Noto in the south of Sicily. This house belonged in the past to Mr. Ruiz. Mr. Ruiz was at the end of 18th century, at the 19th century, he was the intendant of the Marquis de Castelluccio, one of the most famous aristocratic family of the city of Noto. As I told you, Noto is in the south of Sicily, between Siracusa and Ragusa. And this is the baroque Sicily. As you probably know, Noto has been destroyed in 1693 by a very, very big earthquake. And the architect has restored the city with the baroque style, and now it's a wonderful place listed by UNESCO as a famous and important heritage of the world. Here we are in San Corrado. San Corrado is a village at 3 kilometers from the center of Noto. And this village in the past was a sort of a refuge for the aristocratic family against the sun of the city. In summer here it's more fresh. And then the villa was residential villa for the aristocratic family in the hills of Noto. And here you have these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trees, the ficus géant. These ficus are born 200 years ago, and at the same period than the house built at the beginning of the 19th century. And this house was a house for the weekends, for the holidays. It's not a palazzo, it's a simple house, but it's typically Sicilian architecture. And with this terrace here, a lot of green, a lot of plants, Mediterranean plants, palms, of course, ficus, jasmine, and bougainville, and all these type of flowers. And this is very quiet. This is probably at 5 or 10 minutes from the seaside. And this is very pleasant, especially in spring, also in September, in October, and even in winter, where the weather is always sunny and the sky very blue. The sky of Noto is particularly blue, and it's a beautiful and fantastic area to stay during holidays. When I bought the house 12 or 14 years ago, the house was empty and in very bad conditions. It was not comfortable, no bathroom, nothing like that, and no heating. And heating is necessary in a part of winter, January, February, with the humidity of Sicily. And then I wanted to restore it as a Sicilian house. That was a sort of fantasy in my mind. I imagined that I had a Sicilian grandmother and I inherited from her this house. This house was a sort of familial heritage, which is not true, but it is in my brain. And then I wanted to furnish the house with the furniture of the Sicilian way of life at the beginning of 19th century. So everything you see, the armchairs, the divan, the canapé, the tables, the paintings, and also the porcelain, is typically what you could find in a gatto pardo in Italiano, in leopard legend house. And the house could be made by Palladio, the famous architect. It's a sort of symmetry of the Palladian houses. On the ground floor, you have 4 rooms, and the kitchen and the dining room. And on the first floor, 4 bedrooms, and I have had 4 bathrooms, with a loggia, a beautiful loggia, as you can see probably in the Tuscany houses. And it's very easy to live here in this house. It's simple, it's not too big. And we have also around the house some outbuildings with bedrooms for friends. In totality, there are 8 or 9 bedrooms. And a small chapel close to the house, a Sicilian chapel. Inside the house, the first thing I wanted to do is to change the floors, because the floors of the ground was horrible, and the floor of the first floor too. So I bought in Palermo, in a market, some Sicilian tiles from the end of 18th century with beautiful and very different colors, pinks, green, blue. And then we have put these new floors everywhere. Also, the black tiles that you see in the entrance of the villa and in the stairs are the black from the volcanic stone. In Italian, they say pietra pece, which is a sort of the style of the volcano stones, black and black, very immaculate. Then we have restored all the rooms, and on the first floor, different bedrooms with fabric and from France and paper on the wall made by Atelier Dauphard. The Atelier Dauphard is an artisanal company. They do paper on the wall as it was in the Empire period, and they are very beautiful and authentic. On the first room on the left, when you go inside the house, at the beginning it was a garage for the cars. So we have transformed it in a sort of living room with Sicilian furniture, armchairs and so on, consoles and some paintings. But on the walls, I have asked to the painter and decorative artist Alexandrine Storder to recreate and to paint on the walls as they did in the Sicily before. The plants, the trees, the flowers that you can discover in the garden. So this room now is very special, very original, I think. Another thing that I'm very proud to have created here in Villa Ruiz is the theater, a sort of theater in stone, because I discovered a corner of the garden, and this corner was in stone, and it was in the past a place for the lemon trees, the orange trees, protected for the wind. And this part was like a grotto in the middle of the garden. So I decided to create a theater. Why a theater? Because I love music, I love plays, and when you are in holidays here, sometimes we do in summer some event to entertain the people. And in this theater, you play music, you do what you want to do. And then I recreate a stage in stone, a stair in the rock, and this is the theater of the villa, and it's very pleasant. Which is interesting here is that the ground is not flat. There are different levels in this garden. So on the top, I have created the swimming pool, but the swimming pool is totally hidden by the vegetation, by the plants and the olive trees and caroube. The caroube is a fruit, a Sicilian fruit. And then you need sometimes a stair in stone to go from a level to another one. And this is, I think, which is very interesting in this property, is that you have a lot of different corners with a small house where you can create a bedroom for friends, and with a small terrace, and another part that you discover with another orientation. So all this property has the sun from the morning to the evening, from the east to the west, and a lot of light and a lot of sun, of course, well, in Sicily. Here we are probably in the most beautiful bedroom of the villa. This room is decorated with furniture from the end of 18th century, and we have a beautiful mirror under the bed on the wall. And the wallpaper has been made in France, in Atelier Dauphin, which is a factory. They repeat exactly the original wallpaper on the Empire period. And I think that's very interesting to see the connection between the paper and the top of the bed. The bed is in gilt wood. Another thing is remarkable, I think, in this bedroom. The tiles, they are Sicilian from the end of 18th century and beginning of 19th century, and I bought them at the market of Palermo, in the north of Sicily. Now it's probably difficult to find because first we have bought a lot of them, and it's difficult to find when they destroy a house or where there is nobody anymore in the house. And a lot of paintings illustrating the Grand Tour, this period in 18th century where a lot of people from France, England, Sweden, Germany go to visit Greece, Italy, and Sicily. And they are very, at this period, influenced by the eruption of the volcanoes and the terremoto everywhere in south of Italy, and especially in Sicily. So these paintings and these drawings are an illustration of this period. You can see a beautiful commode, an Italian commode from Milano. And here, on the side, on another wall of the bedroom, 4 beautiful pastel on glass made in Napoli in beginning of 19th century, and they represent soldiers from the Murat army. Murat was the married the sister of Napoleon, and he became the king of Napoli and Sicily in 19th century. And this is soldier enter in Napoli. Behind one of them on the horse, you see the eruption of the Vesuvio in Napoli. And here on the side, you have the couple. On the top, Joachim Murat, the fidel right arm of the Emperor Napoleon I, is here painted by Girodet. And Joachim Murat became king of Napoli and Sicily. And his wife Caroline. Caroline is the sister of Napoleon, Caroline Bonaparte, and she became Caroline Murat. This is a marble with a frame in mahogany and gilt wood. So here we are in another bedroom for friends with typically Sicilian furniture, a small desk, beautiful, a commode, Italian, and Portuguese side chairs, and 2 beds are baldaquin from the north of Italy, from the area of Turin in the north of Italy, in mahogany, and particularly elegant. So we are here in a room made in the end of the 18th century, and this is typically the bedroom named alcove. The bed is in the center, and you have 2 spaces, and in these spaces I did the lavabo and the toilet for one, and the shower for another one. So then we did not destroy the map of the house. On the ground, you can see on the ground the tiles, Sicilian tiles, from the beginning of 19th century that I bought in the market of Palermo, and that's difficult to find now because I have bought some for the house, and I don't know if it's easy to find. Which is interesting in this room on the first floor of the villa is that the big living room is continuing on the loggia a big and comfortable terrace with a view, a nice view on the top of the ficus, of the big trees in front of the house. And between the leaves of the trees, you can see the sea, the seaside between Siracusa and Noto. And from this loggia, from this terrace, there is a stair in wood, original. Of course, we did not destroy it. It's so original and so funny. And with this stair, you can go directly to another terrace on the top of the house. In this big living room, you can see a beautiful chandelier in gilt bronze from Napoli. Napoli was the main town of the kingdom of Napoli and to Sicily. And the rest of the furniture is typically Sicilian, with these two big consoles and the whole mirrors in mahogany and ebony, typically from the 19th century in Sicily. The ground is the special pietra pece. They want to imitate the stone from the Vulcano, from the Etna, which is not so far. And this is very elegant. This black is full of different reflex. And you have two sofas, very Sicilian too, with marquetry, and of course the leopardo skin. I am against hunting, so I did not kill a leopard. And the leopard skin you can see in different parts of this room are coming from 19th century. And leopard were a sort of totem for Sicily and for the lords of Sicily, as you can read in the famous book, The Leopardo. So I hope this visit was interesting for you. It's the first time that I opened the doors of this Villa Ruiz in San Corrado di Fiori, close to Noto. The Villa Ruiz now, and this is new, is open for events. If you want to create a birthday very special, or I don't know, if you have to visit the city with a team of people for Sicilian lunch in the garden and visit the house. The house is open now to this type of events. So let me know, and you can contact my team on this email address. Okay, see you soon in Sicily. Goodbye.